Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Turn that AC off in the back. Turning the AC down so it won't be so loud. So this might be a shorter video than I thought. Damn. You know, I think about a lot of stuff driving down the road. Here of late, this article about Flying J, pilot Flying J taking down the American flag because it offends people. It ain't true. It ain't true at all. And the real story came out hours after the fake one came out. Evidently, the story as I understand it, a hand was taking down the American flag at a pilot. And supposedly the guy asked the truck driver asked the guy, why are you taking down the flag? And supposedly the guy told him that because it offends some people, so they're taking it down. Now, not long after it came out, the story from corporate, and they said what the deal was the guy was taking the flag down because the pole was broke and they was afraid it was going to fall and it needed repairs. I can buy that story. They don't know where the rest of that story came from. Whether the employee was just being a smart aleck or if the truck driver was just lying. Was his lips moving? Now since then I've seen all kinds of posts about it. Just got sent one today. And there's been some other YouTubes out. I'm a proud American and blah 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 blah, and screw them. Now, I have tried sharing the word, and I'm sure others have too, that it's fake news. It's not true. Which story do you think is spreading the fastest? The fake news or the truth? It's fake news. If it's bad in this day and age, we want to share it. We don't care if it's true, just share it. Now the thing is, to me, Jesus told us that we would be getting fake news. We would have teachers teaching fake news. And people want to hear it because it tickles their ear. Now, when I first started hearing that stuff from the Bible, I thought they was talking about just in the church and biblical stuff. Here in the last couple of days, I'm starting to wonder if he didn't mean everybody, everywhere, everything. Think about it. We have so much fake news in the church and outside the church. It's plumb sickening. There's so much stuff that the Pope has supposedly said and tried to do. Now, I'm no big fan of the Pope, and I'm sure he's done some of the stuff in some degree, but to hear some talk, you'd think he's the Antichrist. I find that hard to believe. He could be, but I find it hard to believe. The point is that the news that's being put out about it, and I've shared a little bit of it myself, I ain't gonna lie. They want to share all that before they share anything else. But once they find out it's fake news that they're sharing, they don't go back and correct it. It's the bad news that tickles our ears, ain't it? I don't understand why, but it is. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. The point is, I'm not hollering end of times and all that stuff. That ain't me. Y'all know me well enough by now to know that I'm one of them that tells you that only the Father knows the end times. And he tells us not to ponder on it, not to worry about it, but be ready for it. Which that messes people up. You can't help but wonder. Although I've said more than once, the end times began when they hammered the last nail into Jesus. That was the beginning of end times. And every generation ever since can make their existing time, their present time, match the Bible for end times. We've always had fake news, but with the media or the internet, and now the media jumping on board with fake news, it's just overwhelming. It really is. You need to pay heed to what you're listening to. Whether it's biblical or not. Our world is now ate up with fake news. There's more of it than good news. There's more of it than real news. Because they can make it juicy. They can feed off of your hate, your anger. Just like this Blind J deal with the flag. It doesn't matter if it's true. They know they can hit an emotion. They know they can get a reaction. They know that there's enough there that people won't care if the rest of it's true. Yes, they did take down a flag. It don't matter why. They took one down. Shame on them. Be cautious of what you hear, brothers and sisters, and be cautious of what you share. You don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. And if you find yourself in that situation, go back and retract it. Let those that have seen it, liked it, and share it know, hey, I was wrong. This is fake news. Don't feed on it. If you're one of these that is browbeating the Pope or anybody else, stop it. Just stop it. Fact check your story if you can. I hate people tell me that because I don't know how to fact check something off the internet other than looking on the internet. Well, that's where the bad news came from first time. How about just not sharing it? I covered this a little while back. I'm covering it again because it needs to be said. Folks need to be told. You're sharing bad information. Stop it. That's simple. Remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.